In a prologue, business magnate Peter Weyland speaks with his newly activated android in a lakeside apartment. The android chooses the name David for himself after observing Michelangelo's statue. Weyland states that one day they will search for mankind's creator together. David comments on his unlimited lifespan as compared to Weyland's, which unsettles Weyland. In 2104, 11 years after the Prometheus expedition, the colonization ship Covenant is 7 years from reaching planet Aurigae 6 with 2,000 colonists in stasis and 1,140 human embryos in cold storage. The ship is monitored by Walter, an advanced android model that physically resembles David. When a neutrino burst damages the ship, Walter reanimates the human crewmates. The ship's captain, Jake Branson, is incinerated when his stasis pod malfunctions. While repairing the ship, the crew picks up a transmission of a human voice from a nearby planet which appears eminently more habitable than Aurigae 6. Despite the protests of Daniels, Bronson's widow, that this new perfect planet is too good to be true, the new captain, Christopher Oram, decides they will investigate. With pilot Tennessee maintaining Covenant in orbit, his wife Faris flies a lander to the planet's surface, where an expedition team tracks the transmission signal to a crashed alien ship. Crew members Ledwood and Hallett are infected by spores from fungus-like organisms. Oram's wife, Karine, helps the rapidly deteriorating Ledwood back to the lander, where Faris quarantines both inside the medbay. A small pale alien creature, Neomorph, bursts from Ledwood's back, killing him, and mauls Karine to death. Faris tries to kill the creature with a shotgun, but triggers an explosion that kills her and destroys the lander. Nearby in the fields, another Neomorph bursts from Hallett's mouth, killing him. The creatures attack the remaining crew, killing crew member Ancor. The remaining crew kills one Neomorph before David, who survived the Prometheus mission, appears and scares off the other. David leads the crew to a temple in a city full of dead humanoids. He tells them that, upon his and fellow Prometheus survivor Elizabeth Shaw's arrival at the planet, their ship accidentally released a pathogen that annihilated all fauna on the planet, and that Shaw perished when the ship crashed. Attempts to radio the Covenant are prevented by ion storms. When the remaining Neomorph infiltrates the temple and kills crew member Rosenthal, David tries to communicate with it and is incensed when Oram shoots it dead. Oram questions David, who reveals the aliens are a result of his releasing and experimenting with the pathogen to produce new lifeforms, before tricking Oram into being attacked by a facehugger. A new form of creature later erupts from Oram's chest, killing him. As the others search for Oram and Rosenthal, Walter finds Shaw's dissected corpse, used by David as material for his evolving creature designs. David states that humanity is a dying and unworthy species, and that his designated creature is a perfect organism that will eradicate them. When Walter disagrees, David incapacitates him and threatens Daniels. Walter heals himself and engages David, allowing Daniels to escape. Elsewhere, another facehugger attacks security chief Dan Lope. Crew member Cole quickly cuts it off, leaving Lope with acid burns on his face. The now fully grown Xenomorph kills Cole, while Lope escapes and meets up with Daniels. Tennessee arrives in a lander to extract Daniels, Lope and Walter, who says David has expired. They kill the attacking Xenomorph and return to the Covenant. The next morning, Daniels and Tennessee discover a Xenomorph has burst from Lope's chest, killing him, and is loose on the Covenant. It matures and kills crew members Ricks and Upworth while they are in the shower together. Daniels and Tennessee lure the creature into Covenant's terraforming bay and eject it into space. Covenant resumes its voyage to Aurigae 6. As Walter puts Daniels in stasis, she realizes he is actually David, but is unable to escape from her pod before falling asleep. David regurgitates 2 facehugger embryos, which he places in cold storage with the human embryos, and inspects the colonists. Posing as Walter, he sends a transmission in which he says all crew members except Daniels and Tennessee were killed by the earlier solar flare incident. Thank you for watching everybody. If you liked this video, tell me below. If you disliked this video, tell me below. But make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to be releasing a brand new recap video about video games and movies every single week. My name is George, this is Jam Punch, and I will see you next time.